And then push yourself back into a rest position. Just take a moment here. Feeling that stretch through that low back, dropping the tailbone down, and then drop your forehead down. And then slowly coming all the way up, and now we're gonna switch sides. So I'm gonna lie down here on my right side. And we have the elbow, shoulder, hips stacked in line with the back of the mat, toes forward, and then I'm gonna lie all the way down. So I'm supporting my head. There we go, get that microphone out of the way. All right, we're gonna start with a parallel position here on the side. Again, flex through the feet. Top arm can be on the hip or down on the mat to help with balance. And then just lift and lower, focusing on that internal rotation, or at least a true parallel position. So you're lifting the ankle bone up towards the ceiling and then kind of resist down, press up into that Theraband and resist down. One more and hold, pulse it up, up, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we go into external rotation. So bottom foot is kind of lifted off. You're up on your toes there. Externally rotate that top leg, squeeze the sits bones, and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Press up, resist down. So engage through those inner thighs on the way down. Zipping up through the pelvic floor. 3, and 2, and 1. And then we lift and hold, pulse it up, up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower down. We rotate the feet to parallel. You'll bend the knees, bring the feet back in line. So you should feel them at the back edge of the mat. And then going into our clams. All right, you're gonna open and close. Open and close. Pressing through the upper outer thighs, looking through the sides of the glutes. Externally rotating through the hip. Last 3, 2, and 1, and then we lift those feet up to make it a little bit harder and open and close. This is hard, starts to burn. 3, 2, we can always lower the feet if needed. 1, adding on our last set, we open, extend the leg, bend, together and open, extend the leg, bend, together and open, extend, bend, together. Last one, open, extend, bend, together, lower, and give yourself a little love pat. All right, so we're gonna roll onto your stomachs again. Going into a swimming, so you'll open those legs, again, not externally rotated, you're internally rotated or parallel, just press out with the outer thighs, and the arms are gonna come the width of the mat. Pubic bone presses, belly button lifts off the mat, and then lift everything. All 4 limbs reach and lower. Sternum reaching out over the end of the mat. Use your belly to lift the spine. 2, 1 to hold, and then opposite arm to leg are gonna lift a little higher. Going at your own pace, you can take it slow. Just again, make sure you're working through the core. Back of the neck stays long. Shoulders are down the back. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we lower down. And again, place the hands next to your shoulders. Push back into a rest position. Rolling all the way up. All right, we're gonna untie the band. Just have a couple more exercises here. All right, this one's fun. So we're gonna do teasers. So these are usually really hard, but with a little assistant of the band, makes it a little bit easier. So you're gonna lie all the way down on your back to slowly roll down. Place the Theraband around your feet, okay? And then the more you're choked up on the Theraband, the more it's gonna help you up. We're gonna start here in a tabletop position. Nod the chin towards the chest, and you're gonna start to extend the legs, peel the spine up until you're balanced on your tailbone. And then from there, we slowly lower down, bending those knees back into tabletop. Slow and controlled. You could zip right up, but I want you to try to go slow as you can. Draw the chin to the chest, belly button in, extend the legs, and lift it up. And then lowering back down. Again, scoop through that belly, bend to tabletop. One more here. Curl the head and shoulders up. Extend the legs as you lift up. Try to lift through the chest and then tuck that tailbone under. Roll down through the waistline and then bend those knees. If that felt good for you, stay there and try a couple more with our legs all the way extended out. So little full teaser now. So curl those head and shoulders up, lift the legs like your canoe, and then you'll lift everything up, balancing on your tailbone. And then we roll it down, slow and control. We try to lower everything down at the same time. So a lot of times it's either just to drop the head or the legs one before the other. So challenging to do it all at the same time. Again, you're pulling the belly button to the mat, curl the head and shoulders up. We lift the legs, you're looking at your toes, and then we lift all the way up from there. Again, the faster you go, it's actually a little bit smoother and makes it a little easier, so try to go slow. And then we peel it down, one vertebrae at a time, head, shoulders, last. And then one more, we scoop to the belly, find that canoe and lift all the way up. And everyone's in your teaser, we're gonna go into an upward row. And pull. And 2, and 1, hold it here if you can, and low row, from the belly, pull that Theraband in, and 2, and 1, and then we're going to bend those knees, carefully rolling yourself all the way down. Good job. All right, just take the Theraband off to the side, pull your knees in a little bit true to your chest, take a little rock side to side. All right, we're going to roll off to the side. I'm going to roll towards you, so not roll onto my microphone. And then we're going to finish with a couple planks, all right? So we're going to start with a little quadruped position, actually. So you're going to have that Theraband under your right knee. Grab on with your right hand. Square off. So again, the more you're choking up, the harder it's going to be. You're square through the hips and through the shoulders, bellies in. And then you're going to take that Theraband, arm extend, and then extend the leg behind you. And then release. And then extend. And release. And extend. And release. One more, extend. And release. And then quickly switching sides. So just bring that Theraband under your left knee. Grab on with your left hand. Square off through the shoulders and through the hips, pushing into the floor, and then extend arms and legs, and replace. So opposite arm, your right leg, left arm, reach, hold, and replace. And then reach, hold, and replace. Your belly button's pulling up in towards the spine. Try not to dump too much into that left leg, so have as much pressure into that right side as well, and then release. All right, go ahead, throw those Therabands off to the side. From here, extend that right leg, and then your left. We'll hold here for our planks. Again, pushing that floor away from you. Glutes in tight, quads in tight, every muscle tied into the bone. Good, we're gonna lift those hips. Walk the hands back, right, left, soften the knees, slowly rolling all the way up, going down for another set, chin to chest, curl up and under, reach to the floor, walk out, left, right, and holding here, again, pushing into the floor, 4 deep breaths here, or you can try 4 push-ups, 3, 2, and 1, and then we lift those hips and take a little stretch here, reach your heels to the floor, and then walk the hands back, and coming all the way up. One more time, chin to chest, ribs up and under, reach all the way to the floor, walk it out, right, left, we're gonna hold here, going into some hip dips, so dip the right, then the left, and the right, and left, going at your own pace. 2 more each side. And from here, we lift those hips. Again, take a little stretch. Lower that right heel, bending the left knee. Press your chest a little bit further towards the floor. And then left, Or maybe think a little more chest to the thigh. Just make sure you're not dumping into those shoulders. Still have your contact of the heel of the hands into the floor. And then we're gonna walk our hands back, right, left, right, left. Soften those knees. Take a couple pulses here. Just towards your thighs. And then shaking your head no. And nod your chin towards your chest. And then we soften those knees, one vertebrae at a time. Lift those arms. Thank you very much. Hope that wasn't too choppy there. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but see you tomorrow.